Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
319!
Allen comes out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I know we talk all the time about special teams flipping the field, and undoubtedly they will at some point today. But on the opening drive, to flip the field to get in the other team's field position, that's a great sign with that run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brown 80!
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
180! Alert!
4th down, here's Allen. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Trying to hit his fullback there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
They've got first down here from the 36. Pass play now. Has a man on target to Thornton. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put up.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Hey, tight. Out. Five wide. In right now, boys. Middle. What's that?
From the red zone now. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can add to their side of the scoreboard. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Now here's Davis to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Pass play coming here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Well, for more than a couple of first downs away, it is second and quite a bit after that sack. Genty from the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was T.J. Sanders on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Allen setting up play action. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
The second down run by Pacheco. He dodged the tackle. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Play action now, Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Try and get it into Nico Collins. So it's second down coming up.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability and his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Back to the air. Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down. To the air on third and long. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And into the end zone it goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up by 4 here in the first. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Now here's Davis to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10.
The first down pass. Dorian Williams on the stop. Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's a throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. And you're going for this. He connects downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
First down, Raiders.
They are throwing it again. He completes it in traffic. And he stops at the 31-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Cade, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, smash. Motion. Cowboy 80.
Giving this to Genty. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Raiders closing in, then down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
So 5 yards there, but still one in the hole. It's 3rd and 11.
That's a gain of 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
319.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
13 yards on the play. That's another Raiders 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Las Vegas 1st down.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. First and 10 from the 43. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. He has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Bills going dime here on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Brian Branch has it. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
319. 5 wide. That's it.
On 1st down, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Half.
Allen on 3rd down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Ready up.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. And off to Genty. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
56.
Looking to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now here's Davis to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Complete out to the right. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Working now from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down from the gun. Finds his back complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They send a man in motion. On 1st down, Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Offensive line fast. Takes the 2nd down snap. Has him on the quick hitter. And a solid gain there and gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-out completion that nets them a 1st down.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Pressure coming, and they take him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. He's going to throw this one. Has a man on target to Thornton. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle 3rd, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Quick throw left side complete. Touchdown Vegas. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Bills 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And an unfavorable hop is going to cost him as the ball winds up out of bounds inside the landing zone. So it's going to still move up to the 40.
Alert! Identity! All 52.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
So first down from the 41.
Identity! Look out!
It's Pacheco again. Now he's past the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Look out!
Allen looking to throw this. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails.
It'll be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looks like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Now here's Davis to kick this away. This will end up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Here we go, set! 19 tight, 19 tight.
Airing it out to start this drive. Oh no, they get him yet again! Ja'Cory Bennett has it! And the Bills are gonna have it after his second interception of the season.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Brown 80! What's that?
Receiver gets it on the handoff. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Taken down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Identity! Half. What's that?
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And the defense all over this run. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with third down and 5.
Brings up third and 5.
Identity! Alert! Look out!
Right back to Pacheco. Here he goes again. Makes it. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills parlay the interception reception into points. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it. But the surprise paid dividends.
Raiders 15.
Now here's Davis to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. He cuts it back right. Now he's past the 25. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
We've set it down from 37. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Allen now on 1st down. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
2nd and 20.
Kate, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Raiders have some new life in the fourth!
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over first.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Going left side, Bowers has it. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. We've set it downs from 37.
37-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Ball stays at that 37 here, 2nd and 10. They give up the guts. It's Genty. He has room past the 25. Running down the left side. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're getting...
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch. Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate, maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Brown 80! Alert! Gun! What's that?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Regular. What's that?
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Middle. Check out. Half. Regular.
throwing from the gun. He's got it, complete to Collins. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Round 80. What's that?
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Stop. What's that?
Allen looking to throw. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Running left with Pacheco. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And the Raiders get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now it's Genty. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They've got first down here from the 36. Dropping back to throw. It's a screen play to Genty. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Raiders holding on to a field goal lead. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates.
Looking in the air here. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready? 19 Lion. Go. 79.
Genty on the give. He's headed right. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They're going to pass it here. Finds a seam down the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
What's that?
Allen. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Now Allen. Chased out to his right. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Fits it through the middle. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of them. It's first and 10. From the red zone now. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing third and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And the surprise does not pay off as they're turned away on that fake, Brock. A few points left out there potentially as they turn it over on downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across.